Hey, where my bill at? There we go. Welcome to another edition of the He's a Hoopcast powered by AnimalHeats.com. Please visit AnimalHeats.com at your earliest convenience and invite yourself to betterness at this time. Like I always do, I got to give a memorial shout out, rest in peace to my big homie Kahuna. R.I.P. my nigga Ray Jugo Cool on you bitches just like that. So, nigga, fuck all the dumb shit, fuck all the formalities, nigga. I got my nigga big homie Black back on this motherfucker, dog. My nigga, tell the people a little bit about yourself if they ain't heard the previous episodes you was on.
Man, it's your boy, man. Keep that shit 100. The Twitter handle, dog. Big homie Black is the name. Fuck with me, dog. Now I'm Memphis nigga forever.
And that's the only reason I keep on trying to link with cuz, man. But we sitting up here we finna talk about everything fucking random, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga finna, man, this the Rando Bando pod, nigga.
Rapid fire, nigga.
Yeah, so nigga, we was looking at the highlights on Undisputed and shit from the game last night, the national championship. And nigga, no, I don't like no college shit, no even pro football shit on the Hoopcast, but I mean that's the biggest shit going on right now. So
yeah.
How could I ignore it? And we talk about we got a little bit off topic and shit about Alabama and shit, basically being the biggest slave powerhouse in college football and shit.
The new slaves.
New slaves. In my Kanye voice. But them niggas, oh shit, nigga, pass me the blunt. Hold on. Oh, that motherfucker rolled very tight. Ain't no smoke escaping.
Shit on my rolling skills on air.
But yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like I have a hard time just, maybe I think too hard about shit, maybe I think too deeply about shit. But I got a hard time just really just getting up and rooting for even. And I seen niggas talk about it was a good ass game. Paco was talking about it's a good ass game.
It was a good ass game.
And
damn good ass game.
And based on what I saw on Twitter, looking at it while it was going on, it looked like a good ass game. But I have a hard time, supporting slavery, basically. So. We already jumped. We looking at the shit on Undisputed, and they talking about Nick Saban tied Bear Bryant.
Great Paul Bear.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I was tied that nigga for like national championship wins and shit. And it's like, nigga getting national championship wins off the back of free labor from black people. Now, what does that sound like?
But I mean, look, bro. Niggas have been playing football for free, nigga, forever. Nigga, you played football for free before. But, nigga, I mean, shit,
I remember quitting football for free.
I get it. Niggas, Bama get all that money, bro. Revenue, they generate all this bread, bro. And them niggas should be compensated somehow, some way, bro. But once you open up that can of worms of paying niggas a set salary on what they do on the field, like, nigga, how far can you go with shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would the punishment system be, bro? Like, niggas, could you just dismiss niggas from school all of a sudden, bro, when you paying niggas $10K for their services on the football team? Like, I mean, where does this shit go and where does this shit stop, nigga? It's my only question. Once you open up that check for the first player, nigga, I don't give a fuck who he is, nigga. Once you pay that first player, then what?
Well, first, I don't think you can pay in a salary type way like the way you do in professional sports. I think every motherfucker, and I don't know enough about this shit, so I'm speaking from a position of a nigga that don't even watch this shit. But I feel like you gotta pay every nigga from the first string quarterback to the third string linebacker. They all gotta get paid the same. But their pay scale should be contingent upon they weight in the marketplace.
How you gonna pay all these niggas the same when they ain't all work the same though? Like that's not how that shit work. Like, nigga, if you at a job and you way better than the nigga at your position and you think you deserve a pay raise, nigga, and you know you way better than this nigga, how is they gonna pay him the same as you getting paid? Like, how that's gonna make you feel at the end of the day, nigga? You out here,
it'll make you feel like a college student that used to not get paid the same. You was getting paid the same shit as everybody else before, right, which is zero.
Look,
so is it all or nothing? Is it like if you ain't gonna pay me more than all these other niggas, I don't want nothing.
If I'm out here, nigga, and I'm a motherfucking sophomore and I'm making, nigga, 90 tackles a season, nigga, 4-5 picks and shit, nigga, and you got a nigga who a senior and he can't even hold a fucking counter to my talent, bro. Why are we getting paid the same? Like, that's gonna make me feel some type of way too, because, nigga, I'm clearly better than this nigga. I got the NFL talent. He just on the team because, shit, nigga, he walked on and he needed to be here for the depth. Why are we getting paid the same amount? That don't make sense to me neither.
Because everybody was getting paid the same amount before.
Well, shit. I mean, I'm saying though, like, is it? I don't know, bro. Like I said, I guess niggas will take the money and run with it, regardless of the talent gap, bro. But shit, at the end of the day, bro, you gonna have to stop it somewhere, because niggas gonna just be trying to play football just to play football. If it's all about the check like that. Like, damn, let me go play shit. I can hold niggas water too. Shit.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then. Is it better to play, like, in the grand scheme of things, is it better to have played just for the check, or is it better to have played just for nothing?
I mean, nigga, the ultimate goal is to get to the check, nigga, playing college football, nigga, college sports in general. Like, nigga, you trying to become pro. You an amateur, so you trying to become pro.
And you got to do a lot for free to get on your way to being a pro.
True that, but I mean, shit.
This is the mixtape circuit, nigga.
That's what everybody didn't have.
Yo, I've always looked at college football as like the mixtape circuit of, like, you know what I'm saying, sports and shit. And, you know what I'm saying, like, I fuck with mixtapes personally, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with, like, it's a lot of niggas that I like.
Get paid for mixtapes nowadays.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But when niggas wasn't getting paid for mixtapes, it's like, this is the lowest level of shit. Niggas ain't even getting paid for this shit.
But it was the showcase show. I mean, like, nigga, it's like a demo, nigga. Compared to the demo circuit, nigga, fuck a mixtape, because, nigga, you trying to show niggas what you worth, so when you make it to that next level, you could be paid for what you worth. Like, I mean, shit. It's just like being an intern, basically, nigga. You don't get paid for internship, even though you sitting around here doing all this work, you running around. Like, nigga, the experience is what you basically working for. It ain't a check at that time, nigga. It's the experience for the next level, nigga, when you do get the check.
So you're saying college players shouldn't be paid?
Man, I'm saying that, nigga, it's cool. I mean, I think it's all right the way it is now, even though, shit, nigga, Nick Saban walking away with all these racks. I just think, like, I'm gonna put it like this, bro. I don't think players should get in trouble for boosters and shit. Then just put it like that. Like, if an outside source want to pay a player just because, nigga, or just to come to the school, nigga, and shit, let them get that money. Like, I don't give a fuck about shit like that. But paying everybody the same wage, bro, fuck all that, nigga. I ain't here for that just because that nigga's not as good as me, so he don't deserve the same check as me.
I mean, and I get exactly what you saying, but that's an argument being made in the face of this nigga Nick Saban that we continue to see on this screen we looking at getting paid $20 million a year for free labor.
Hey, I mean,
you ain't even got to pay these niggas. Like, nigga, I'd have been laid off from jobs and shit because niggas was like, damn, we got to pay this nigga.
Make you feel better if Nick Saban was only making, nigga, $5 million a year, nigga, $1 million a year? Like, I mean, shit,
nigga, it would make me feel better if this nigga was making a teacher salary.
Wow, I mean, but shit, nigga, he got to get out there and do recruiting. He got to coach these niggas and teach these niggas to play.
And it's 53 niggas on that roster that got to work even harder than he do.
Hey,
because his work don't involve physical skills.
But shit, what about him? I mean, nigga, his coaching involves, nigga. I mean, shit, it take nigga
thinking, sitting down in an air conditioned room.
That shit take look,
in an air conditioned room with a soft ass seat.
To win 5 championships in 9 years, bro. You don't just, nigga, say any nigga could do that, bro. Any nigga couldn't do that, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck what you say. Any nigga couldn't be Nick Saban, dog. Like, nigga, it take a whole lot more than just a nigga sitting down.
I think it's Alabama as a program.
Nigga, Alabama went the shit before Nick Saban got there. Them niggas wasn't winning nothing. They was in the hole, dog. They wasn't shit. And I mean, look at this nigga, bro. He done literally took over. He's the Belichick of college, bro. Like, nigga, he the greatest coach ever, fool. I never seen Paul Bear Bryant coach a game, bro. But the nigga didn't win 5 and 9, nigga. He didn't do that. So any nigga ain't doing that, bro. So look, Urban Meyer, good coach. Les Miles, a good coach. Like, nigga, it's good coaches around, nigga, but they ain't fucking with that guy, bro. And if that nigga was to pick up and leave Alabama and go anywhere else, nigga, that'll be the new powerhouse in college all of a sudden. So, nigga, how do you not? You know what I'm saying? How can you say don't pay that nigga because he ain't putting on his physical labor?
I don't know, because like Bomani Jones made like a good ass point about like where schools are located. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah, that's true, nigga. I mean, a lot of the talent is relative to where niggas is at, but I mean, at the same time, bro, Bama is Bama, bro. It's a factory for the league, nigga. The best niggas gonna go where the best coaches at, bro. Because look, take college basketball, nigga. John Calipari, bro. What was Memphis with John Calipari? Nigga, we was in the Final Four, nigga. We was a top team every year, nigga. Top AP ranked team every year, nigga. When Coach Cal left, then what?
But that's why I think it's an organizational thing. Even if Alabama wasn't the shit to the tune of 5 championships like they are with Nick Saban, I think it's a lot about the organization as well as a good coach, because Calipari, goddamn, was in Memphis doing that shit, and he didn't do Kentucky shit in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I think
what you mean he didn't do Kentucky shit in Memphis?
Because this nigga is goddamn sending niggas, like, he's sending legends to the league, nigga.
Bruh, he would have did the same shit in Memphis if he would have been there, bro. You think John Wall them would have went to Kentucky?
As well as winning championships.
Memphis. Them niggas, hey, I mean, shit, look, we was there. Even though
like, he got the factory now. Memphis wasn't a factory.
Man,
he was doing his thing, but it wasn't a factory.
He was building it. Like, shit, nigga, one or two more recruiting classes, bro. Shit, Memphis would have been Kentucky, dog. I mean, shit, Memphis ain't as big as Kentucky is, nigga. That's why he was able to go to Kentucky, nigga, and instantly just take off. But shit, nigga, Memphis was getting the same shit, bro. We was getting hella talented niggas, bro. We was about to hit that one and done way where niggas was finna be coming in cold as fuck just to be with Coach Cal and go straight to the league. Like, we was about to hit that nigga plateau, nigga, college basketball, bro. We was close to being there, but shit.
So it ain't certain organizations that's just better run than other organizations and programs.
Coaching matter, bro, in college sports more than shit in pro sports, because shit, recruiting matters, nigga. Like, you gotta recruit the best players, nigga, to be good. Like, you ain't finna be able to recruit a bunch of 3-star niggas and just be winning championships like that. Like, it don't work like that, nigga. You got to get them 5-star guys, nigga. And without that coaching, nigga, Mike Krzyzewski, nigga.
But I think these niggas have better times recruiting these. I mean, an easier time recruiting these niggas to more storied programs and shit. I feel like Calipari probably had an easier time recruiting niggas to Kentucky than Memphis.
Of course, you gonna have an easier time recruiting niggas.
Because you could sell Kentucky if you in Kansas, if you in, you know what I'm saying, UNC in football.
I'm saying this, nigga, I don't care where Nick Saban go, bro. He gonna be able to sell to whatever, bro, because look what he doing. Like, nigga, Bama wasn't nothing. It was Bama, and they wasn't shit before him. And if he left today, nigga, they probably wouldn't be shit after him, bro, because he taking all.
Since you remember that, how many Bama fans do you remember from back then?
How many Bama fans up? Shit, nigga, none. I mean, because I didn't know.
Keep this shit true, man. Keep that shit 100.
But, I mean, I'm sure it was some, nigga, in Bama, but, nigga, I wasn't
in Bama, in Bama.
Right. I mean, that was before the social media era for real was really what it was, nigga. So, you know what I'm saying?
But you don't get your clothes from social media and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, nigga,
you gotta go buy that shit.
I mean, I do, but I don't at the same time. Like, shit, nigga,
when niggas go buy all this Alabama gear.
Chase cash, get money, man. It's the clothing line, bro. Make sure niggas get on this shit, bro. Remember what a nigga saying to you right now, bro. The shit, in 2018, that shit popping. But
no, stop that off. Talk about that.
Oh, yeah, man. It's my nigga, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Chase Luciano, dog. My nigga, Sean from the timeline, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get money, bro. It's a little clothing line my niggas put out. And, man, the shit about to do numbers, bro. 2018, bro.
What's the ad name on it?
What's the ad name on what? Them niggas are clothing.
Or do the clothing line got a
man, I'm sure it got a page, bro.
Okay, give him your nigga name.
I ain't been leaked into the page, man. At Chase Luciano, bro. Check my nigga shit out, bro. I'm telling you, real niggas only, bro. We in 2018, bro. We taking over, dog. Check him out, bro. Fuck with the clothing line. Fuck with the squad, bro. My nigga Sean, at King Sean 901. Live life, be royal, man. Fuck with it.
And 15 minutes in, that's enough of that college football shit on the hoop cast.
Yeah, we spent too much time.
I don't even give a fuck how that shit ends. You know what I'm saying? A meteor can hit that shit. Mm-hmm. But you know, apropos what popped up on the screen just now, you know what I'm saying? Nigga going this shit is Fox Sports give it to us, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the headline on the screen is Cavs struggling to find answers after lopsided loss to the Timberwolves. And nigga got the resident LeBron / Cavs fan here right now. So, you know what I'm saying? We can't get LeBron on the Hoopcast to ask him what happened with. You can definitely get this nigga on and ask him what happened.
Bro, them niggas got smacked, bro. I honestly think niggas is tired. Fool. Niggas been on this long ass road trip. Nigga, IT trying to get integrated back into the lineup and shit, man. It's a rough little patch for niggas right now, bro. It's the NBA season, though, bro. You know, shit don't really matter to you after fucking the All-Star break, for real. So, you know what I mean? We're gonna take that one on the chin, bro. Get back in the lab, man. Shit, once we get out this road trip, you'll see a different Cavs team, bro.
What's the Cavs record right now? I feel like their record is
niggas like
good.
26-14, I think. You know what I'm saying? It's decent. You know what I'm saying? It ain't.
Oh, them niggas lacking, nigga. 26-14.
We third in the East right now, bro. But I mean, nigga, who gives a fuck?
I know, right?
About Toronto, nigga, the Celtics.
That's what y'all records say. Who gives a fuck?
Right. I mean, nigga, but we done seen this main story. We done seen this move with LeBron before, bro. It's the regular season, man. Even though he had his worst game of shit, nigga, probably 2 years last night. Nigga only hit like 10 points, bro. He had a minus 39 last night. In the plus-minus scale, so you know what I'm saying? Shit, it was ugly, bro. It's tough, bro. Niggas was playing in Minnesota, fool. The fuck? Niggas don't want to hoop in Minnesota, bro, in January, fool. Especially not in the midst of a 9-game fucking road trip, nigga. Like, come on, bro. Give niggas a break.
Shit, niggas gave themselves a break in that game.
Man, shit, IT really, man, gave himself a break. Shit, he went home early. He tried to cut Wiggins' head off with the Kung Fu chop.
I gotta see that one more time because I ain't see that shit right because I was like, I don't know if that shit was ejectable based on the.
I mean, bro, you know how the NBA is with the new flavor 2 shit, bro. You hear any nigga above in the nigga above shit, they trying to get your ass up out of there, bro. No matter how accidental that shit was, even though I really can't say that shit was that accidental because he kind of chopped that nigga ass on purpose. It slick looked like it, but you know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't think he should have been ejected for that shit, bro. He could have been making a play on the ball. And you know what I'm saying, the hand just went too high, but shit, it didn't matter, nigga. With or without IT, nigga, niggas was getting smacked last night. That was it. That on it.
Goddamn, nigga need to get Jose Calderon back out there, man.
Man, niggas need to get D-Rose back, man. Make D-Rose great again, man. Damn. That's the campaign. I need a hat, nigga. Let's make D-Rose great again, bro. I had all-star aspirations for this nigga. And this nigga played like 6 games, dog.
I never saw that working. I remember talking with you in the off season, like when the season was starting and shit, talking about this shit, and I was like, I don't understand this roster they put together.
Cause D-Rose, he was straight, bro. And then nigga, it was a Bucks game, nigga, in fucking, I think it was like September. I said September. I'm tripping, nigga. It was probably fucking early November or some shit, bro. This nigga got clotheslined going to the wreck, hurt his ankle. And my nigga got, you know, he been mentally fragile for a minute, dog, since he ain't been that nigga.
He might have been physically fragile too.
I mean, shit, he wasn't physically fragile.
He done wrecked a lot of shit.
Until, man, Tom Thibodeau ruined his ass, bro. Like, man, fuck that guy. But regardless, my nigga was straight, man. He had his mindset. And I still think he got the right mindset, bro. Like, he just want to be back on the big stage, nigga, playing in May and shit, nigga, in June and shit like that. So that's when niggas gonna probably see the best of D-Rose.
If D-Rose come back for the playoffs, man, I'm gonna cry.
Like, D-Rose supposed to be back in the next, week or so, dog. Like, shit, he supposed to be back soon. Like, he ain't gonna just come back to the playoffs.
Man, them niggas damn near don't even need him during the season.
Man, I mean, shit, nigga. We need everything we can get, bro. We just got beat by 28, 27, nigga. We need whatever we can get at this point.
Nigga, if you send me to Minnesota to do anything in January, I'm gonna get beat by 28.
Exactly, nigga. Fuck what you doing, nigga. You could goddamn be in that bitch playing Call of Duty. You getting beat by 28.
Bruh, they could be playing beer pong in that motherfucker, bruh.
28-point blowout, nigga.
I'm gonna be drunk, passed out, and dead.
But I mean, shit. Like I said, man. Then you got the Warriors. These niggas liking pics on IG about us losing and shit, bro. Like, man, we gotta do something. It's a rough patch, but nigga, shit. Hey, D-Rose, come on, bro. Remember what you was, nigga. Remember when we was young, nigga. Fuck.
I don't even think that nigga need to remember that. I think that's his motherfucking problem, trying to remember what the fuck used to happen and shit. I think you need to keep your eyes to the future, Derrick Rose.
A nigga told me D-Rose is karma. All the injuries and shit on D-Rose is karma for that nigga not taking his own SAT.
I would never say no shit like that.
I mean, that's fucked up. It's a conspiracy theory for the jaw niggas, man. I just throw that in the air, but that's what he told me.
Shit, because a nigga told me too long ago, nigga, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Man, well, shit, hey.
You know what I'm saying? So how does that become a thing? This niggas out here cheating and winning and shit. I don't know about no karma and shit, nigga. I just think that, you know what I'm saying, if anything, man, like I done always said, man, like D-Rose's own game hurts him. So his lack of ability to evolve his game beyond some shit that seems to hurt him every time.
Well, I mean, shit, nigga, his game was on the evolve, nigga. But I mean, when you're an athletic monster and your knees get took from up under you, nigga, shit. I mean, it's hard for you to just pop back up with a fucking 40-foot jumper, nigga. All of a sudden, like shit, nigga. I didn't even get the chance to reach my plateau as the nigga that I was. So for me to just change on the fly, shit, it can't be that easy.
No, I'm not saying it could be easy, but I'm just saying it's the NBA, man, it's your job.
Rondo ain't never learned how to shoot a jumper, bro.
And I feel,
has that nigga ever had problems getting on the team? I don't think so.
I feel like he's had problems getting on teams. I feel like for a while, like it was a couple times niggas thought Rondo was out the league, and niggas was like, "Oh shit, Rondo got a job." Man, goddamn,
Rondo ain't never been the nigga that had to go. You know what I'm saying? As you thought, like shit, I might have to go overseas because niggas don't want to sign me. Like, it's a place for Rondo in the league just because shit. Niggas,
I don't ever think he'll go overseas ever,
he
but
he won't have to because shit, niggas gonna sign Rondo. I mean, as long as he can play defense, I mean, he a nuisance probably in the locker room and shit. I don't think niggas really like Rondo like that. But shit, I mean,
Boogie seemed like he like Rondo, and
shit, Boogie damn near the same nuisance. They probably the same nigga. You know what I'm saying? So shit, they could probably click.
Yeah, nigga need a team of these niggas together and shit. When you see two of these niggas together, they instantly trying to break that shit up these days.
All nuisance team.
Which I think that shit could work with the right coach.
Nigga, who was the right coach, nigga? Phil Jackson, nigga? The Zen master, nigga?
Yo, it might be Phil Jackson, nigga.
It won't be nobody else, nigga. Popovich ain't going for that bullshit. He benching, nigga. All muscle.
Yeah, maybe Eric Spoelstra.
Man, look, bro, niggas don't even know who Eric Spoelstra is, man. Like, man, they can miss me with that Eric Spoelstra shit. Once LeBron left Miami, nigga, who was Eric Spoelstra?
Eric Spoelstra been a nigga keeping them slow ass teams in the playoffs picture and shit.
Nigga, what's keeping the nigga in the playoff picture in the East? Like, what is that? That's bare minimum shit, nigga. You don't gotta be a good coach.
I mean, niggas lost LeBron and Chris Bosh. You gotta cut them niggas a break.
Yeah, I mean,
they lost LeBron and Chris Bosh, and Chris Bosh was still on the books before we knew he couldn't play, so they couldn't even get nobody else.
Hey, man, that's life. That's life as a head coach. But I mean, look,
and kept them in the playoff picture though. Them niggas didn't just die.
I mean, nigga,
they went and got Goran and Hassan.
Niggas dead. Niggas is dead. I don't know what you talking about. What? The niggas is dead, bro. This nigga Waiters be hurt every other game and shit. Out there shooting, nigga, 38% from the field and shit. Like, man, look, the niggas is dead.
They went and paid Dion, bro. I ain't understand that shit.
I mean, hey, shit, nigga, who else was they gonna pay? It wasn't nobody else to pay.
I would have rather them niggas pay.
He had a decent season, bro. He had some straight moments last year. Couple game winners and shit. He talk his shit.
I would have rather them niggas pay Joe Johnson.
It's the NBA landscape, though. Everybody getting paid, bro. Niggas ain't worried for checks out here, nigga. You getting NBA, you getting in.
But not necessarily getting paid, but they got them under contract, like you gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? Instead
that's
of
what they gonna do.
Deal them.
Deal them to who, nigga? I don't know how, nigga. Dion Waiters ain't got the highest trade value in the world, goddamn. So I don't know where you gonna deal this nigga.
So that's an interesting thing for me though. It's like because when any team, any of the 30 teams acquire players that don't really got trade value like that anyway,
I mean, nigga, it's not like every nigga in the world is an NBA player, nigga. You can only pick from the pool of niggas that you got. So, I mean, shit, if all these other great niggas is under contract, then, nigga, I mean, you gotta get who you can get. It ain't like it's just this large-ass number of NBA players that niggas just pick from a list and shit, nigga. It ain't a fantasy draft, nigga.
I mean, that makes sense, but I'm just like, when you still see Dion Waiters and you got, you know what I'm saying, I think they got rid of Joe Johnson at the same time they got Dion Waiters.
I mean, nigga, Dion Waiters is, nigga, 25, nigga, Joe Johnson is, nigga, 35, 36, like, I mean, come on, nigga. That ain't that much of that. Ain't that hard of a decision to make, nigga. I mean, niggas not finna. I mean, Joe Johnson got his bread. Niggas don't need him. Nobody need to pay that nigga no more. He got his.
And I feel like that's the reason they ain't do it, because I feel like shit at this point, if we gonna be Miami, nigga, I would rather have Joe Johnson out there than Dion Waiters.
Man, them niggas not finna choose no old head over a young nigga, man. Who, I mean, shit, I guess niggas don't feel like Waiters. Niggas feel like Waiters can still get better, bro. Shit, Joe Johnson, he is what he is at this point.
I mean, I like Dion Waiters though.
He cool, bro. He a cool nigga. That's my homeboy, man. Favorite player and shit. Which I don't even get shit like that. Like, how is the favorite player be so average and shit, nigga? But I mean, you know, it is what it is, man.
I think niggas just like that nigga spirit.
I said, he a cool nigga, bro. He'll get you hype and shit, nigga. He hit a few big buckets. He gonna talk your shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
like, there's something they call the irrational confidence all-stars.
Yeah. That
nigga
is Lance Stevenson.
Dion Waiters, J.R. Smith, Nick Young.
Hey, them niggas all kind of crazy though, bro. To be one of them type of niggas, you gotta have, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be a little off mentally, damn. Especially nigga Lance Stevenson, bro. You can't tell me that nigga he wasn't in resource growing up, bro. Like, that's a nigga. That's what happened when the bad ass kid in resource make it to the league and shit, nigga. You get
made it to the league.
You get Lance Stevenson, nigga.
Bruh, I'm talking about it. That I love watching Lance Stevenson, man. That nigga's amazing, nigga. He hit some shit that don't even look like it's supposed to go in. And then, goddamn, you know what I'm saying, do the little horse gallop after that shit.
He out there dribbling that bitch like his bitch just walked in the gym and shit. He'll be out there trying to cook your ass, trying to show you up and shit.
Bro, like the goofy nigga in gym class or some shit. Like the nigga that wasn't even supposed to make it to the league, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he just come out dribbling all hard and shit, nigga. The motherfucking... The nigga, the D-boy that goddamn want to play and shit real quick.
Fucks with Lance, man. He a real nigga though, man. Cool nigga.
Man, I fuck with Lance too, nigga. They need to get goddamn Lance Stevenson, Nick Young, Dion Waiters. Get them all on the squad, nigga. Fuck trying to put this banana boat.
Niggas go goddamn 2-80. Man, there's only one basketball, dog. Like, hell no, you couldn't put all them niggas on the same squad, bro. You gonna have to put 2 rims, 2 balls out there, dog.
My Nick Young doing good, waiting on his spot in Golden State.
Golden State, bro. Like, you don't really have a choice, nigga. He know he not better than none of them niggas that's in front of his ass in Golden State, nigga. But if you put that man on the team with Lance Stevenson,
every nigga think they the best.
All them niggas gonna be out there thinking that they the star, nigga, and they need.
I don't give a fuck what them niggas record would be, nigga. I would love to see that shit, nigga, because we keep putting the fucking Lakers on Christmas games and shit.
You gonna get plenty of Shaq in the food moments from that shit, nigga.
And throw JaVale on that shit then,
right,
nigga.
Throw JaVale out there too, shit. You gonna get him, man. That nigga shooting threes and shit in there too. So fuck it.
Man, that nigga JaVale so wild, bruh. But, nigga, we were talking about this shit earlier and shit with the Quentin Richardson, Quentin Richardson. The letter to my younger self he did on the Undisputed website.
So everybody want to be Kobe, nigga. Everybody got this letter to their former self. Like, nigga, please.
Yeah, this nigga was talking about, you know what I'm saying, in 92, which 92, nigga, I was like 3 years old and shit, nigga. Like, that shit crazy, but he was coming out of high school and shit. And, you know, mom died, grandma died, best friend died, brother died, or some shit like that. And, you know, and bouncing the basketball is all that kept him sane. And
that's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a touchy story and shit, bro. But, man, look.
That shit be crazy, though, nigga. All that shit happened to me, nigga. I don't know if bouncing the ball gonna do it for me.
Look, say the farewell letters for the greats, bro. Like, man. if you was just an average ass nigga, bro, like you don't need a farewell letter to basketball, bro. Like nigga, basketball didn't give a fuck. He didn't care that much about your ass, nigga, to the point where you gotta write a letter to it, nigga. Like, bro, you could really go to China right now, nigga, and go make you some bread, nigga. Marbury been over there for 10 years, nigga. Your career ain't over with Quentin Richardson, bro. I promise you it ain't, nigga. The NBA is.
Quentin Richardson got to be about 40 by now.
I mean, yeah, nigga, he old, but
if that nigga was in high school in '92,
niggas don't give a fuck about Quentin Richardson, bro. I'm gonna just keep it 100, bro. I don't know how many niggas gonna actually retweet that nigga farewell letter, bro. I mean, like I said, it's a touching story, bro. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? Basketball save a lot of niggas, bro. But leave that farewell letter shit to the greats, bro. If your name ain't LeBron or D Wade or, you know what I'm saying, the next wave of great niggas that's gonna retire, bro, like, man, say that shit, bro, because niggas don't really care.
Okay, it's where I'm at with it. Me personally, as a nigga that do the hoop cast and shit as frequently as I do it, and this being like a part of life for me and shit, like I gotta care about basketball in a deeper way than I ever cared about it, which was a deep ass way because I fuck with the game, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with sports in general. I fuck with hockey, basketball, baseball, football, you know what I'm saying? But basketball always been the best for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I always cared about it, but I gotta care about this shit on like a whole different level now. And the shit that I like about this shit, though, is like, it's a lot of niggas throughout history that's easy to talk about. It's easy to talk about Bird, Magic, Olajuwon, Jordan, Kobe, Ewing, Penny, T-Mac, Vince Carter, Grant Hill.
It was cold, nigga. Of course it's easy to talk about cold, nigga.
That's what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the fringe niggas. You got all the Reggie Millers, the Ray Allens, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's like, it's way easier to talk about them niggas because they're great, because they the ones that's putting up the numbers, they the ones that's putting up the highlights and shit like that. And it's niggas, and I say the nigga who changed my perspective on that shit was Amon Shumpert. That nigga was on Everyday Struggle and shit, and that was when I felt like Everyday Struggle was gonna be like popping. When them niggas had like Amon Shumpert on this shit, I say Amon Shumpert that nigga nothing but.
I seen a clip from this shit, but I ain't really watched mine.
Man, I watched the whole thing, bro. The interview that nigga gave and the way he broke down basketball and shit. The way you might say that shit ain't taste right. But the way that nigga broke down basketball and the way shit works and the way when you coming off the bench as a 6th, 7th, 8th man and shit, like that shit gave me a whole new appreciation for the grind and shit. So it be niggas that be like, you know what I'm saying, legit hooping and shit. You just, you know what I'm saying, you just not motherfucking.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
a godsend, but
exactly, you and that's what I was telling you about when you was like, well, damn, why these niggas get waiters when they could have got this nigga? Because, nigga, I mean, bro, everybody can't be that nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta be players that's on the mid level, nigga, to fill the void and shit.
Well, I guess what I mean by that is, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you could still, you know, do better than Deion Waiters if you, like, trying to keep somebody on like a 3-year contract and shit. I feel like there's some way possible you could have did better than Deion Waiters. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shitting on Deion Waiters at all. I fuck with Deion Waiters. I'm just saying to have that nigga locked in as your starting 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that's the best you could have did. You know what I'm saying? But
that's neither here nor there.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it's like a lot of hooping ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about niggas that just came out the city, when we talk about niggas that came out of Memphis and didn't really, you know what I'm saying, do shit in the league, but we just talk about them affectionately because them was some hooping ass niggas that came out the city and made it to the league and shit. I actually like to hear those stories and shit. Now, I don't think he should have called that shit letter to my younger self like Kobe did. I feel like you should have brainstormed a little bit deeper than that. Yeah, but I do like to hear those stories as well and talk about those other niggas that, like, you really had to watch the game to see them niggas.
And that's cool, bro. And if you want to tell that story, bro. But to put that shit out there, like you said, nigga, and call it my letter to my younger self and my farewell letter to the game, like, bro, we not trying to hear that shit in that sense, nigga. Like, if you want to just tell your
farewell, we forgot you was here, nigga.
Exactly. That's like, damn, Quentin Richardson, bro, like, he get the treatment like, damn, I thought he was dead. You know what I'm saying? Even though niggas ain't think Quentin Richardson was dead, but I mean, shit, nigga, in a basketball sense, bro, been dead for a few years, goddamn. But, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Just don't call that shit, man, a farewell letter to the game, man. Look, do something else, bro. Do something different.
He definitely got to do something different.
Swap it out, switch it up, nigga. Do something else.
You know, and I mean, shit. I definitely think he probably had nigga help him write that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Say that shit for Hall of Famers, bro. That nigga not even a Hall of Famer, dog. Stop that letter to my former self shit, bro. I can write a letter to my former self too, nigga. Like,
okay, Quentin Richardson, if you listening, man, next time you do that shit, bro, switch it up, bro. Put it in your own words. Put it in your own words. Put it in your own life and shit. Because, you know what I'm saying, niggas ain't feeling the Kobe angle. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate the story.
You don't get that kind of love. You ain't Kobe. They don't love you like that.
You didn't love the game enough. That's why you didn't go over the child. Maybe he did go to child. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm going to do a Google search on Quentin Richardson and shit.
Over Quentin Richardson. What's this nigga Twitter?
But to keep it real, though, like, it's a hoopcast game we be playing sometime called, like, Where Are They Now? And a nigga will, like, look up a random ass name like Kerry Kittles and, like, goddamn see what niggas is up to and shit. Like we forgot about you, but, you know what I'm saying? How are you doing after the NBA and shit? And some of that shit be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's dope.
Some niggas be fucked up. Some niggas be, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas be fucked up. A lot of niggas be fucked up.
And some niggas be like, oh, shit, this nigga has a motherfucking pony ranch or some shit, nigga, like making money out of this shit.
Yeah, hey, I'm here for mine. Hey, look, I love to see the success stories after the game, bro. I don't like to see niggas fucked up and broke out here. But, I mean, shit, I don't think Quentin Richardson neither. Shit, I don't think he fucked up or none of that, bro. But it's still just, you know what I'm saying, man? Hey, look, leave that shit to the greats, bro. The Hall of Fame, that shit reserved for the Hall of Fame, bro. Not for niggas who's aight.
So, I leave it on this. Like, I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the snapshot in time. Like, you definitely don't need to be doing no, like, you know what I'm saying, farewell to the gang. Because, like I said, a lot of niggas forgot he was there. No disrespect to Quentin Richardson and shit. But a lot of niggas forgot he was even there. But for that moment in time when you was there in them early 2000s and shit, and watching that nigga and watching the whole team and shit.
Hey,
and
the
young
Clipper team was fine. Niggas used to love them niggas. They were here for the culture.
You know what I'm saying? And those the moments in time that, like, okay, yeah, there are the moments in time that, like, goddamn, niggas appreciate, like, and you don't, like, if you was a part of that, I imagine that you wouldn't really want it, like, forgotten about and shit.
Yeah,
like, it's just the same way, like, if it happened.
Them niggas was important to the culture back then, man. The
same way, like, if it was, like, the Grizzlies and that time where we had Tony Allen and Zach Randolph and, you know, Mike and Mark on the other side of it all. And nigga, we had Mario Chalmers and shit. Like, you kind of, you know what I'm saying, don't want to forget. Well, you don't, like, you, that's always gonna be some shit. Like, if it come up on Twitter in 10 years or whatever platform we on, motherfucker, like, remember that time, goddamn, the Grizzlies had, like, the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the grit and grind and was playing whoop that trick at the stadium, and them niggas never made the fucking finals and shit. But, you know what I'm saying, the city ain't been the same since, or the team ain't been the same since. It ain't been like that since.
No. That shit dead, man. It's gonna be a minute before niggas is excited about Grizzly basketball again. But that's a story for a whole different podcast.
Goddamn, make the Grizzlies get great again, nigga.
Was the Grizzlies ever great, dog? I mean, the niggas was good.
Niggas was great at being good. I put it like that.
Great at being good. All right, I mean, I can agree.
Yeah, I feel like they can rock with that shit, nigga. But okay, for the last shit, and I'm gonna hop out this shit. I need you to look up Russell Westbrook finally got a signature Jordan shoe. You know what I'm saying? Because he been just rocking the 28s, the 29s, 30s, 31s, 32s, and shit. And he's, I guess, pretty much the biggest Jordan brand athlete because you got
at the moment
you got Westbrook.
Ain't Kawhi on Jordan right now?
Westbrook, Kawhi, LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin,
it's a wrap.
Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul.
Yeah,
that's about it.
I mean, shit, man. Look. Team Jordan, bro. Team Jordan ain't the way, bro. I'm gonna keep it real for a nigga that they like to buy shoes, bro. Team Jordan really not the way, bro. I mean, it's a few that you could cop, like the old retro Eddie Jones, nigga. I had to cop them on for the jump, man. But nigga, other than that, bro, Team Jordans ain't the way, bro. Niggas not out here rocking Melos or Chris Pauls, and niggas is not finna.
No, them shits count as Team J's.
Man, them shits is Team Jordans. If you under Jordan, bro, you make Team Jordans.
Which is fucking wild that you can associate yourself with the greatest in the game, and then your shit instantly be some.
Name one nigga who had dope Team Jordan shoes, bro, outside of Eddie Jones. Like, Eddie Jones had the best Team Jordan shoes, bro, and they only cool because them shits came out in the 90s. Like, that's how I feel about them. Like, that's the only reason I can fuck with them, because they so retro that they damn near like retro Jordan. So, them cool, but anything else, bro, like, nigga, the first Melos was cool, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But, nigga, it's still Team Jordan, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, I look at that shit.
Them shit's Team Jordans.
Team Jordan, bro. Them niggas on Team Jordan, you make Team Jordans, bro. You don't got your own signature shoe, bro. You a Team Jordan nigga.
Oh, so basically Russell Westbrook shoe is
it's Team Jordan. It's more Team Jordan, bro. The shit look like all the other Team Jordan, bro. It got a big ass Jumpman sign on the side of that bitch.
Okay, well, check it out real quick. It's called the Jordan.
I'm looking at it right now. These the
Jordan Why Not Zero.
That's the name of the Westbrook joint?
Yeah, Jordan Why Not 0.1.
Why Not 0? Yeah, bro, see, these shit's trash. Like, what is that? I'm not, hey, them Team Jordans it just ain't the way, bro. Like, I mean, I'm sure somebody gonna rock it. It's probably some loyal Russell Westbrook fans who gonna cop them hoes. But no, nigga.
I mean, I thought them shits was pretty horrible myself, but I
just
couldn't be the
old Jordans just put together. Like, they put all retro Jordans in a fucking fishbowl, shook that bitch up, and said, pull 3, nigga. And he pulled 3, and they put them bitches together, and then you get these Why Not Zeros, nigga. That's how I see these shit.
Why not, nigga? I could think about a million reasons why not, nigga.
Reasons why not, nigga. Because them shit's ugly. That's why not, nigga, first and foremost.
Why not 0.1?
Yeah, man.
Yo, that shit is so terrible.
I'm sure
but
getting that chicken from it, bro. But nah, bro. Them shits.
I mean, nigga signed a 10-year deal with Jordan.
Them shits might as well be the Curry 3s.
Which, you know, that's when like the bag can make you do some shit, which is funny to me.
Curry 2s, whichever one look like old folk coffee cake shoes.
Goddamn, Steph got the bag from Under Armour and started goddamn putting them dad shoes out and shit. Mm-hmm. Goddamn, Westbrook got the bag.
The last just he dropped was straight though. The last just still dropped. Them hoes wasn't bad, but he know he fucked up on them. What you call? I don't even remember the name. That's what I got to call.
It was the Curry 2s, the lows.
Them whatchamacallits, nigga. That's what you gonna be on there from here on out. Them whatchamacallits, niggas don't know what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, he niggas going and getting with some companies that can't really make them cool, but they getting that bag.
Yeah, it's about the bag at this point, bro. Like, shit, you see Harden got, what, $200 million from Adidas and shit?
Yo,
like, I mean,
that shit was so wild.
Hey, everybody ain't finna just go to Nike, nigga. Fuck it, shit, why? When
Harden could have went to Nike. Harden would have been a motherfucking star on Nike.
Could have went anywhere, bro, but shit, I mean, hey, $200 million is $200 million.
If Nike wasn't even trying to, you know what I'm saying? Nike was probably on, like, nigga, we on LeBron and KD dick, nigga. We got room for 2.
I wonder, man, I'm sure that boy D Wade shoot deal lucrative, nigga. The way of ways, them shit terrible too.
The Lee Ning.
The Lee name.
Niggas is going and getting some bullshit for that bag, bro.
The whole eating in China though, nigga. Them every Chinese kid got a pair of Lee Nings, nigga.
Oh. But for me, man, as a nigga that just goddamn look at this shit and just be like, do I want to cop your shoe? Like, none of this shit been coppable.
I mean, it really ain't, bro. Like, shit. I mean, that's why I really, my shoe game basic, bro. It be the same shit, nigga. Retro Jordan, nigga, phone. random shit, nigga. I couldn't just see myself buying a pair of Kyrie's or a pair of Paul Georges and shit. Like, nigga, they don't even sound right. Like, nigga, I got on a pair of Paul Georges. Fuck. Like, I mean, shit, it's cool. But then again, nigga, I don't know, bro. It just,
nigga, them the PGs.
To each his own. Nigga, I got
PG
on some PG-13s.
Yeah, I like my shoes rated R. But
Got some CJ McCollums. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like, a lot of these niggas' names don't even sound good with shoes.
But I felt like they could do something, though, to make they shoe hard, though, to make a nigga want to cop them. Like, yo, I gotta get them.
Got the new cats. New Carl Anthony Towns, is you gonna rock them hoes? Fuck out of here.
I almost got them Andrew Wiggins.
See, you fucking up. That's where you lost me at. You almost got the Wiggins. Niggas almost copped the Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, bro, them hoes was hard though. It be really about the shoe to me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it though. I feel it, bro. It is about the shoe, bro. It should be about the shoe. I'm only speaking from my own perspective, dog. This is no way, shape, form, nobody else's views but my own, bro. But I'm just a basic nigga like that. I guess you can call me a basic nigga. Then, goddamn, cause that's just how I rock.
I mean, I'm slick basic too though, to the point where like it's basically about the shoe for me. Like it don't be about the player in them and shit. Like if them hold hard, like I used to have some Sean Kemp's, like the red and black joints, and them hoes was
Kemp had some dope shoes though.
Man, them hoes was so wet. Like nigga, I ain't give a fuck about Sean Kemp. Like to keep it real, nigga, you know, like I will wear shoes for me because I rock pennies all day because of, you know what I'm saying, what's behind them and shit. But if I can't have my shoe mean something fundamentally, then I'm going for the hard shoe after that shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And if the design on it, the silhouette on it is dope, you know what I'm saying? If that shit look dope in some sweatpants, nigga, I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying? And if it ain't, I can't even do it, nigga. I can't do the PGs. I can't really do the Kyries like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, everybody blueprint these days looking like, man, niggas on that soft shoe shit, bro. And then them little running shoe type makes and shit. And that ain't really my style, bro. Like I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm basic when it comes to shoes, bro. I like nice shoes, bro. I like my kicks I like hooping shoes, nigga, that just rock, nigga. But it can't just be no any bullshit, bro. It's gonna be most of the basic hood nigga shit that motherfuckers see niggas rocking, bro. I mean, shit, it just is what it is. I don't try to do too much.
So 95s and J's and phones.
95 J phones, man. And I mean, shit, I got like one pair of dress shoes. Nigga, I ain't going to no interviews and nothing, but shit, just in case I need to clean up, them bitches is there. Them hoes been worn like twice, nigga.
I got one pair of dress shoes, one pair of loafers, nigga. Them hoes never come out the closet, nigga.
Niggas got their interview shoes and shit, nigga. I ain't doing no interview, but
I'm like, oh, gotta break these motherfuckers out for the interview, nigga.
Nigga, I went to an interview once in some forces, nigga. Like shit, that's how unprepared I was for the work world, nigga. So shit, I done lived and learned.
It was at that moment that I knew.
I knew I fucked up. Nigga looked at me like, yeah, nigga, your name didn't match how you was gonna walk up in this motherfucker.
Or goddamn, the moment you just knew that, goddamn, a professional lifestyle might have not been for you.
Real shit.
Okay, so shit, while I got you on the motherfucking breath, my breath, I got the big homie Black on the podcast and shit, man. I wanna see this nigga, you know what I'm saying, with his own podcast and shit.
I don't know if I can hold that shit together, bro. Like I said, I'm just here to talk shit, man. Like, nigga, I'm here to do it, though, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit, for whatever. I can talk, nigga. You can put the mic in front of me, nigga, and I can talk for 45 minutes, nigga, straight. Shit, just throw a topic in my head. It don't really matter, shit.
I mean, shit, nigga. That's all podcasting is. That is all it is, nigga. We've been on this motherfucker 50 minutes so far.
I guess they finally made a lane for the over-opinionated.
Man, the shit is that it's not necessarily a lane for the over-opinionated. It's a lane for everything. It's a lane for everything, you know what I'm saying? So the simple fact that I'm holding this iPad and shit, and just goddamn recording a podcast that I'm about to send out to people for them to consume and get interested in the podcast network along the way and shit like that. Find a way to monetize this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's nuts that I could sit here and just hold this motherfucker. I can just pull up, hold this motherfucker, talk, and it's going in and shit gonna do numbers. Right. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's almost, it scared me sometimes how easy the lick is.
Hey, man, shit, hey, look, whatever to get the bag, nigga, that's the motto for 2018, nigga. Whatever to get the bag, nigga, get the bag. I don't give a fuck what you doing, nigga. Podcast, you make clothes, nigga, you hooping, nigga, you trapping, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Get the bag, bro. That's the only thing, bro. Okay,
well, I put it like this then. Can a nigga get you on the network? And I know it's kind of like, I definitely didn't intend to goddamn come in trying to put niggas on the spot and shit. But can a nigga get 3 episodes on the network?
What, nigga, just me?
Yeah. Like, you in your world, man. Like, I ain't trying to limit you to goddamn NBA and shit.
Man, bro, I'm here for it, bro. Any little free time, nigga, that I got, bro, I'm putting this shit together. You know what I mean?
Like I said, man, 3 episodes.
You can sign me up for 3, nigga. Fuck it. No 360 deals.
Nothing, nigga. This a motherfucking 1280 deal, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's all you, B.
Hey, man, like, shit, I'm here to fuck with it, though, nigga. I mean, look,
like I said,
this shit simple, man. I'm fucking with the shit, you know what I'm saying? It ain't hard to do, you know what I'm saying? It's just shit, hey, look, niggas ain't gonna agree with a lot of shit I got to say, nigga. I'm a fucking overly biased LeBron fan, nigga. I'm a motherfucking goddamn, hey, I just don't know. I don't know if niggas even gonna be ready for this shit that I'm finna be talking to niggas.
My nigga, you gotta go ahead get 3 episodes of your nuts in their face, nigga, for 3 episodes. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go ahead and make it count. Like, nigga, I might never do this again. You know what I'm saying?
My nuts hang.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, it's the internet, nigga. I mean, how much wild shit we see on the timeline daily and shit.
Shit, nigga, how much wild content I'm putting out daily, shit.
But that's the only reason I'm trying to extend the shit, like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want shit from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna get shit from it. It's just like, nigga, I see that goddamn nigga got a voice that, you know what I'm saying, can be translated through other mediums and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to really do is just introduce you to the medium and shit.
Hey, man.
And then from there, after 3 episodes, you know, like I said, you might love it. You might be like, fuck this shit. But you might love it.
Hey, man, get the bag, bro. I don't give a fuck. All 2018, bro.
And there is a bag you can get with podcasting and shit. Cause it ain't like you gotta do this shit all day, like, nigga, a motherfucking hour, just an hour, just like I talked and ran it up for an hour that I was gonna spend anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you already got the outlet, dog. Like, shit, nigga, we talking on your shit, nigga.
But what you gonna call it?
Man, shit, nigga, I don't, hey, man.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, nigga. It ain't no telling. I come over with a little catchy name, bro. We'll figure it out, nigga. The semantics will be worked out. Niggas will get it all chopped up, bro. And before you know it, niggas will be hearing me on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Dolo. You know what I'm saying? Talking my shit. And shit, you know, we'll see what happens, nigga. We'll just go from there.
Like I said, nigga, with 3, shit, nigga. You can put out 2 to 3 classics and shit real quick. But, hey, so that's that on that, man. Nigga, keep that shit 100 on this motherfucker. Bread versus Yoga. AnimalHeezy.com. Go visit youtube.com/the_pistol_Paco. It sounds exactly like it sounds and shit. And we out of here, nigga. 55 minutes in, nigga. 45 out of 100 of these podcasts, nigga.
Chill.
There you go, keep giving it to niggas, nigga. This shit too easy, bro. This shit too easy for me to not just goddamn just start hitting niggas in the face. Like, cause I used to think music was easy. Like, God damn, nigga, like all I gotta do is record and put this shit out. And it's a lot of shit that go with
it's
it and
all
shit.
easy, bro. If you just sit down and think about it, man, nigga, it's all easy, bro. It's all about what you want to do, bro, and what you gonna put forth the effort to do, nigga. At the end of the day, shit, ain't none of this shit hard to do, bro. Niggas making millions off the smallest of shit, nigga. Like, come on, bro. Why can't it be a fuck it?
And I'm just trying to play to my strengths and shit, and then, you know what I'm saying, play other niggas to their strengths and shit. That's really just how, like, I always been about it. Like, you know what I'm saying, as far as we talking sports and shit, like, it's always been a Greg Popovich, Bill Belichick thing for me and shit. Like, all right, this is what we got to work with, you know what I'm saying? What are you good at? Let's hit it like that.
I can feel it. I mean, shit.
It's
usually how people play life, shit, to their strength. At least that's how they should.
Yeah, a lot of people be getting caught out of position and shit, but I'm gonna just always find my pocket where I'm best
You
at.
on the ball, gotta stay on your pivot.
Yeah, man, who cares, nigga, out here.